It's quite good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is Don Phillips, and I really want to welcome you to this very short briefing. It's all about explaining, what we really need to succeed in Nigeria as a person, as a student. You really need to keep your mind afloat, despite all the things that is happening around you. You don't need to take that as a problem, because it's meant to refine us. People have worked hard to prove that this thing I'm trying to say now is really true and is worth listening to. You see, so in a situation like this, whether we find ourselves in a country like this, where if you read, it becomes a problem. If you don't read, it becomes a problem. Because of this, we don't need to relent. We don't need to get tired. Keep on forging ahead. That becomes what we need. That becomes the solution. Because I could imagine in a country whereby before you pass your O level is very hard. One, because they know they're not teaching us anything. They send their kids abroad. They train them outside here. The lecturers know that they're not teaching us anything. Because of this issue, they go ahead and they leak the jams, they leak the results, they leak everything. You see, when the student now, knowing fully well they have not studied anything, nothing has been taught to them, they go ahead and do malpractices, and at the end of the day, they now complain that the students are not serious. Why they are the ones who leak the papers? They know quite alright they didn't teach anything. They know quite alright they're not doing anything, and they send their kids outside. So the problem now becomes, what are we going to do? We that don't have the power, the money to go out and study, being here, what are we going to do? See, there's only one thing. You believe in yourself, believe that you can do it, believe that you can achieve everything. Nothing is impossible. With that mindset, I can assure you, you will reach the best destination that we ever imagined. Nothing is anytime impossible. That has become my philosophy. All we need is the mind of a go-getter, the mind of a mountaineering engineer, the person that climbs Mount Everest. Is that when you're climbing the mountain of Everest, which is the highest and of all mountains, you see, you don't need to, when you've placed your hand on that very plow, there's no need of removing it until you get to the apex, until you get to the acme. So what I'm trying to explain now is that we have to decide, we have to rise up against this tide and grab it at the horn. Pull the bull, hold it by the horn. I know that this is a challenge that cannot go out. Rather, we have to face it with all earnestness and move ahead. Nothing is really impossible. With God on our side and our own efforts, with discipline, we have to remove some shackles, some things that deter us, all this partying, all these things, leisures that is not relevant as of now. I have to discard them and ride on. With this, I can assure you, we will really make something out of this mess that our country are putting us. Imagine here in Nigeria, whereby some people can live all their life without having at least 100,000 cash and die. Honestly, it's very killing. And a single person, a senator, can have $1.6 million a year, a single year, not all his life. That means if he's living for 40 years only, he'll be getting $1.6 million times by 40. That's a killing amount of money, you see. And sometimes they don't even know what they will use that money for, you see. But while we're here suffering, some of us cannot even eat once a day. It's very disastrous on our side. So we youth, we have to rise up for a change. We have to try to reshuffle our memories and bring something good out of this country, because it's getting out of hand. It's really, really getting out of hand. And what are we going to do? It's only God and us. These two things is what will solve our problem. Our prayers and ourselves. Because I really know it's not an easy road, but nothing good comes easy. Rome was not built in a day, and a journey of 1,000 miles, they say start with a step. If you must get to any high level in life, you must really sweat. Even the Bible confirmed it that you men, before you must eat, you must work and you must sweat. And women, if before you must have a kid, you must go through labor, which wasn't meant to be like that before, but because of our sin and which is what is really causing problem today. People don't regard morals again. They do what comes in their mind. They kill even to get the money. They don't care about what comes at the end of the day. So they don't even know there's repercussion. So I really believe that when we have our mindset changed as youth, when we think different, when we believe that something good is going to come out of this Nazareth, because the situation whereby we learn only maybe like in all these innovations like Facebook, we just make jokes out of it, crack jokes, but people that produced it, there's still good thing that we can share our problem, review those problems that we have here, and with it people will get motivated and will try to change things. See, that's the only difference that we can make. Without this, I can assure you we're not going anywhere. There's no hope. Okay, imagine thousands of people graduating in all the 36 states in Nigeria and there's no provision of job. There's no jobs. Imagine those in the civil service. You see somebody almost 70 years. The person will tell you that he's 40. Some of them tell you that I'm retired but not tired. That is just a vision for us that there's no space for us there. We are leaders of tomorrow, but what is the dream? What is it going to be realized? You see, it seems absurd. It seems without any effect. It's not going to work, because in a situation whereby you are a leader of tomorrow and you get to that tomorrow and nothing is happening, those people that have been old are still there. They are still the leaders. Of course, there's no change, no reinstatement of the mind. Things are getting worse. They put more attention to themselves because they know how they have the money, how they secure their families, secure their loved ones. Then we are left. Maybe if any bomb struck, we are dead. If any plane crash, it sells. Nothing happens to them because they have the money. They have it in excess. They don't even know what to use it for. The money that we used to do, at least our schools, let's study and come out with something and start doing something on our own, even if they don't employ us. But this is not really working out. Everything is working out in a disastrous way. Okay? They're just making money out of the little one that we have.